Hope everybody's doing okay. I am not doing too bad. I am Trish with Unique Me 303 Healing and Empowerment. This message is going to be for all those who are already aware they're on an Ascension Journey, going through an awakening process. The last several days you've probably been feeling a little bit unbalanced, a little all over the place. There may be some moments where you're feeling like you're not good enough and going through that whole cycle or the whole process of realizing that you are good enough. This is just something that's coming along with the Capricorn full moon. However, I heard a message of just go for it right as I was starting to shuffle the cards. So that may be a message for just one of you. However, you know, take what resonates and leave the rest. So the first card that came out is Forge Don't Follow. This is a card of being the leader that you wish that you had had. This is also about becoming some sort of 5-5 stop cover. This is about some of you becoming some sort of teacher, guru, spiritual guidance for somebody or something like that. But there's something about timing that has to do with this whole endeavor. So this could be some of you that's starting a spiritual practice, or maybe you have a healing business. Maybe this is referring to using some sort of talents as a way of helping others, but this is referring to helping others with some sort of path, okay? However, this is about also paving a new path for you. There may be something that you've been wanting to put a lot of time and energy into, and maybe you've just not had the energy to do so, or maybe there's a lot of things that's been happening. I'm hearing the word adjustments, so maybe you're having to adjust to a lot of stuff just like I am, but either way it goes, the time is not running out. There is still time left. There is still time to do something. There may be this energy that makes you kind of feel like you need to get going, so to speak, but that's really all I'm getting with that. Thank you. Not getting that we're running out of time at all. However, I feel like that's probably the feeling that a lot of us are having, is that something is running out of time, or just that you're never going to get it completed or finished or something. We have Carissa, which is talking about being at the end of a cycle. This could be a pattern that keeps replaying in your mind, or something that you keep doing over and over and over again. For some of you, this is going back to a situation, a person, a thing, an energy that is not in alignment with your vibration of love. 2, 3, 4. However, Spirit is saying, because this cycle is ending, this is bringing you into a new type of passion. It's an energy that is more passionate about some sort of project, situation, or what have you. But it's whatever this is that you feel like you've been running out of time for. Spirit is saying that's just an illusion. It is not true. However, the cycle that is ending may be just the cycle of the way that you're thinking, the way that you're feeding into illusions, instead seeing the truth of the matter. Because I do feel like trusting in this process, trusting the time that it's taking to, you know, have something happen, and you'll see that once it does happen, that it was right on time. Perfect timing. I kind of get this energy of a little bit of jealousy. Maybe there's somebody that feels like you have more of your life put together than they do, or maybe it's an energy that they're just a little bit taken back at the advancements that you've made, maybe how much you've evolved or ascended or awakened, or whatever the right word of putting this is. There's somebody that's watching you. They've been seeing your advancements. They're a little bit jealous. Maybe they themselves are going through an ego type of death, to where they're like really seeing the truth of the matter. I feel like many of us are being seen in a different light, but this light, I feel, has to do with others starting to see themselves in a different light. So it's changing their perception of the way that they view you, 411. But I'm also feeling that, you know, some of you may feel like there's those that are around you that act like they're feeling threatened, or feeling like I said, a little bit jealous. But what Spirit is saying is to keep being you. Keep pushing ahead no matter what it takes, because your desired outcome is going to happen. It is something that you're going to be successful in. This card is a message specifically of your desired outcome will happen in the very near future. However, I feel like it's going to come with ending the way that you think about something, the way that you view something, the way that you trust something, and moving into this energy of trust, a different perception of you know, seeing it already being done, acting as if it's already there or what have you. But I feel like many of you are the example that others didn't have. You know, maybe the people around you, whether it be romantic relationships, friendships, partnerships, co-workers, it doesn't really matter. The people around you didn't have much of either a good upbringing, or maybe they didn't have good role models, and you are the role model. And I feel like maybe even you yourself didn't have a good role model. And what Spirit is saying is you're learning to become that role model for other people around you. And I feel like many of you have already gotten yourself to that shift. You've already made that shift to where you are the teacher, the guidance for other people. You have the information to share with others of how to get through what they've got through as well. Yes, 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 they're saying. Which cards do I go to? Thank you. What other messages do you have for us, please, for all those who are already aware they're on an ascension journey and going through an awakening process, please? What messages do you have for all those who are already aware that they're on an ascension journey and going through an awakening process? Okay, so there is an energy of romance, love, taking things to the next level. Of course, this isn't going to resonate with everybody, but this could also represent that you have secret admirers, or some of you have people that are looking at your social media, or maybe following you, or maybe trying to see what you're up to nowadays. But there's a sense of being magnetizing, and you're pulling people in towards your energy, and people are just really looking at you with great love, admiration. Maybe some of you, this is like flirtatious type of energy that you're receiving from others. However, what Spirit is saying is because you're in this new light, or you're in this light that is very bright, very magnetizing, 654, look that up on Sacred Scribes, but you're drawing people in. Some of you may be doing too much, though, because this is a card saying that many of you need to take a break, take a step back, take a different look. 707, look that up as well. But this is taking a different look at things, because maybe you're pushing yourself too much. Maybe you're putting too much time and energy into a person, a situation, some sort of energy that is kind of taking you out of your normalcy, or out of 721, out of the energy that feels in alignment or in balance or something like that. However, Spirit is saying that you have support from trusted friends, like-minded people. Reach out to those people at this time. That is who you're meant to be connecting with. This has been an ongoing message for several months, especially the last couple months, but it's about getting connected with your star family, your soul family, your soul tribe, whatever you want to call it. These are genuine, loyal, authentic people who are like-minded, have the same goal in mind to help humanity to evolve and ascend. And that's what Spirit is saying, you know, get with those people. There's also a message of partnership. You know, this could be with a romantic partner, 808, but I do believe that this partnership is one that is going to bring abundance, prosperity, time and energy and money. A lot of it, abundance of those things. Yes, they're saying. The moon is talking about predictions of good fortune, good omen, good news. Some of you may be expecting some sort of information to come your way, or maybe this is just a message of information coming your way. However, I also get clarity. Which cards do I go to, please? Thank you. What other messages do you have for us? So we got the energy of curiosity, but what I'm feeling is some of you are curious about where something is heading. You're curious about how to get there. Some of you may even be kind of moping around and just wondering if so-and-so, or is this job that I just filled out an application for, are they going to call me? Is this person going to reach out to me? You know, there's a curiosity of how the next steps are going to pan out. What is going to happen next? You know, maybe even curious as to what the final outcome in a situation is going to be. But Spirit is saying, you know, try your best not to worry about how the outcome is going to happen, the hows, whens, ifs, hows, whys, what of the situation, but be more in this manifesting type of energy. If you don't know how something's going to come to you, if Spirit's not giving you the information about that, if you just intuitively don't know if something's going to work out, then Spirit is saying get into the now moment by just focusing on what is happening in that moment, what is going on in your daily routine at that time that you can focus on. Also, they're saying to start focusing on visualizing those things that you do want, that you don't know the answers to how it's going to come. Visualization, acting as if, speaking as if, all of those things are ways of manifesting things. So they're asking you to not feed into the illusions at this time, those illusions from the higher self or from the ego that tells you not to go this direction or not to wait for so-and-so or this to happen because, last time you did so, it didn't work out. But what I'm feeling is trust is a big must at this time. Yes, 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 they're saying. Which cards? Thank you. What other messages do you have for us, please? For all those who are already aware they're on an ascension journey. Thank you. All of these. You have a lot of support around you, whether or not you feel like it. You do have a lot of support. I'm even feeling like those people that may be jealous of your energy right now, jealous of your come up is what I just heard, and wishing that they could come up in that sense, are the ones who really are in the backgrounds. Maybe they're not saying it to you, maybe they're not expressing it to you, but in the backgrounds, they're cheering you on. They're hoping, 1101, they're hoping that you keep ascending so that you can keep teaching them what they want to change and how to change those things. So there's a lot of people, onlookers is what I'm hearing, that are really watching you and trying to become like you. This could be your children, your family, your friends, co-workers, a romantic partner, your significant other. It doesn't really matter, but people are definitely onlooking and seeing what you're doing so that they can change themselves as well. We do have a need for lightening up the mood. So some of you may be taking things a little bit too seriously. You may be pushing yourself away from people at this time, maybe trying to be a little standoffish, or maybe you're really 1144 watching the words that you share with others because you're afraid if you express yourself in a way that is loving that they may take it and run with it. But I feel like some of you are kind of like in 1155 in these like fearful type of energies. If I give so much of myself, then are they going to push me away? Are they going to reject me? Are they going to abandon me? But I feel like that's some of those illusions that Spirit is saying, don't feed into this. This is the ego telling you that this is what's going to happen. But what's really going to happen is 1212, alignment, some sort of union, some sort of coming together of an energy. But first you have to lighten up a little bit, start manifesting those things by being positive. Look at the situation with a different point of view. See things as maybe there's another party involved that has something that they need to do before they reach out. Maybe there is some healing that needs to take place in another situation, or maybe, just maybe, that boss isn't ready to call you yet because that position that is opening is not completely open yet. Maybe the person that was leaving the company so that you can have that position has not left yet. So there's more to the situation than what you're probably seeing. And Spirit's like, I need you to just trust, okay? Just trust in the process. We also see the big picture. So the big picture is happiness, the joy, the passion that awaits after these things work themselves out. However, for some of you, there is a waiting period right now. However, again, you've not been passed up. For the timing has not passed you up. It's not something that's going to pass you by, but you're needing to trust. Trust that so-and-so will reach out. Trust that this job will call and offer it to you. Trust that, whatever it is that you're going through spiritually will work itself out in due time. Which cards do I go to? Which ones? Okay, guys, let me get a couple more cards and I'm going to let you go. There's a message of giving of your time and energy to others, but not giving too much to where you're wearing yourself out. I don't know why it's coming out with these cards, but I'm getting the message of when you give of your time and energy to others and you don't expect anything in return, you start seeing that things start to come to you. You don't expect, so it comes anyway. 1411. I'm feeling a message of independence, freedom, prosperity even with this message, but they're showing me that there's a rainbow on the one card here, and there's rainbows right here on the back of this card, which tells me that there's messages of a promise being kept. So if Spirit has showed you in multiple ways that something is going to be yours, it's going to work itself out. If you've seen it for several weeks, several months, several days now, and 1441, and it's just not passing you by, but you still have these illusions. It's like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't go that direction because, you know, it's not yet working out. So-and-so hasn't called me yet. This job hasn't yet been given to me. But what I feel like the freedom that's coming is that freedom of, I can choose to live in the now moment and not focus on how something is going to work out, and get the freedom from that brings you joy and just a happiness from being in the now moment. And it also helps us to not worry and stress about when something's going to work out or what have you, but offering of your time and energy to other people at this time is going to bring freedom from the stress of what you're worrying about in the first place. I feel like you just need to let go altogether is what I'm feeling. Maybe take the time to spend more time in prayer, meditation, singing, dancing, playing instruments, getting engaged with your talents when you're in this type of energy where you're just stressed or worried about how something's going to work out. But yeah. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. That's perfect for this reading. I honor how I want to feel. I am determined. I am happiness. I am cherished. I am loved unconditionally by God, the universe, and the angels. Remember, you are so supported at this time. Even if you don't see and feel the support just yet, there is people around you that are watching you and rooting you on, whether or not they're telling you. Sacral chakra governs how you feel sexuality, creative expression, emotions, and manifestations. Go after your passions. And I am in a state of mastering. I will push through any insecurities that I may have. I hope that you got something out of this reading. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow if you don't already. Thank you to all of you who do. If you're interested in a reading or a healing appointment, please reach out to me on my website, which is uniqueme303healing.net. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Much love to you. Bye.